And what is the deal? What is happening? What is going on? What is the deal with our Raider family here this Thursday evening? You are back for another live episode. Well, not live episode, but you back for another episode.
Yes, sir.
Down show, man. You already know, man. If we can't give it to you live, we ain't gonna miss, man. But without further ado, man, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm out here in Minnesota where it's raining buckets of drops, so the bucket hat is perfect. You know, they postponed the game, so as you already heard Rundown say, the Turf and Rundown show don't miss. It may be a recording, but this is happening right now, if you will, right before the game. So, yeah, we got a lot to discuss. We're going to get in what we can get in this hour, man, but I'm excited to talk with you, man, because some seriousness going on right now.
We got some things going on, man, in the nature, man. Now, usually if we starting off with a live episode, we would give a shout out to the chat. And, you know, if we can guess, I know probably our fam is already in the chat right now, you know what I mean, doing their thing. So we appreciate everybody that's up in there. Huge shout out to all the dogs that we always see, man. Is like Huey P, SoCal Sal, you know what I mean? Milka Beezy, my man Chili, even that man Billy Davis, man. All the guys.
Where Billy at?
Yeah, what? Man, just to name a few, you feel what I'm saying? Cool Kev, you know what I mean? All our Raider Eric Hunter, man. All the guys that be showing up for the shows, man. If we left out anybody, you already know it's much love, man. From me and
Gunsmoke is another guy. Yeah, we got too many.
Guy,
you know,
we got too many guys that be showing up and gals, right? That be showing up, showing out at the end of the day.
Young Goddess,
exactly.
You know, Myra, you already know.
Man, a lot, man, a lot to get into, man. But let's go ahead and start off, man. So I never got to really discuss with you about the Raiders 53-man roster. You know, it's set now. So at the end of the day, want to get just your takes real quick. And we got the practice squad as well. So some of the guys we released, waived, ended up going back to the practice squad. So what do you think now that pretty much all of that hoopla is over with the 53-man roster and things of that nature?
You know, I think they really made some good moves with the free agents and people that got cut and you know, picked up off the waivers. I think we made some really smart moves. I mean, we'll go through them, of course. You know, I'm excited that my boy McCormick is still on the squad. So y'all lucky I ain't got that button as much as I wish. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll tell you this.
Squad, bro.
Tell you this, let somebody get hurt and they have the ability to pull somebody up from the practice squad. I bet you that would be the situation.
It'd be him. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Turf. He's the new Brandon Parker. That's he's the new Brandon Parker, bro. He just get to stick around, bro. He just be sticking around. I'm not mad at it though. You know what I mean? Like, say if you know we went back and forth, but Laube made the squad, right? Say if something was to happen to Laube or Abdullah, right? I think he's the same type of body type where he can come in and kind of dispel that and fill that role a little bit for us right there. So I'm not mad at him making it. I'm not mad at the fact what I really like is the wide receiver room, and that's what really, really got me right at the end of the day, bro. You looking, they went young instead of going with the veteran dudes with like, say, Jalen Guyton and Christian Wilkerson. They ended up going with Keaton, the guy we was talking about. Then you talk about they go with McAllister. So I'm excited that they actually went young there, to be honest.
No, I agree. And you know what? You're absolutely right, man. At some time, if you are going to build a powerhouse, it has to have depth from the young people, the ones that will absolutely benefit from being third string practice team, guys that can get that development needed to move up. So
exactly, because you know I was saying it yesterday. Ain't no point in, like, for example, keeping a guy like Christian Wilkerson where we know pretty much the ceiling is damn near met. You know what I mean? Versus keeping a guy like Keaton, who he's on the squad, we can actually see him develop and maybe some things go down, right? So I'm excited for that. You know, they brought back David Agoa, a lot of the guys, Charles Snowden, they brought back as well to practice.
You know, a lot of people felt he did a really, really good job. A lot of people actually, they wanted to keep him. They wanted to keep him, and they weren't happy about him not being on that roster, as opposed to the Byron Youngs and and a couple of the other people that have been kept. So
and we're gonna talk about that right now in just a minute. But yeah, I mean, I know they was probably mad, especially with Tyree not playing the way he's supposed to be playing, right? But at the end of the day, you know, we said it here on the syndicate, we keep detailing it. Like, he's only in the second year, bro. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I think, especially him. Now, you know, Byron Young in his second year is a different story. But you know, Tyree Wilson, they weren't gonna get rid of him for Charles Snowden because of the profile. But at the end of the day, I'm glad they were able to keep him on the practice squad, though. 100%, I'm happy.
You know, he wasn't claimed, right? Is claiming over?
No. Yeah, that's over. We got him on the practice squad now. He's back on the practice squad. So that's official. But and some more official news, right? We got to talk about this. 2 brand new moves in the span of 2 days, I believe, right? You talk about one. Byron Young released. Right now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm happy somebody done lost their job or whatever. That's his livelihood, right? But if you watch the breakdown of the film that I did a couple weeks ago, and if y'all like that, I'm going to continue to keep doing that as the season goes on, as we get more film. But if you watch the breakdown, bro, the man was on his back more than he was making a push, bro. Like, and that's no exaggeration, bro. Zero exaggeration. He was on his back multiple times, bro. I think I continuously kept saying it. Release this man. Cut this man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Now, what they did was they basically swapped Byron Young, a guy who's not AP's draft pick, with the guy that we just picked up, the Jonah Lualu, because AP just came out and said today they wanted to draft this dude. They wanted to draft this dude this year in this process, but you know, it didn't shake out the way they wanted it to shake out, whatever, in the later rounds. But they basically said they're gonna swap a dude that's not our draft pick for a dude that we actually want for our draft pick. So, I mean, how do you feel about number one, the Byron Young move?
I mean, I agree with it. He didn't show the promise or the progression, right, and development necessary for a person at that level, coming from the SEC, coming from Alabama, right? There's a lot of expectations when that's you know, your pedigree. So he's got to deal with that, and you know, maybe that stench will come off of him, and he'll, you know, gain that development that he needs, and maybe it'll help him out for the next man. It's very possible. You know, it just didn't work for him as far as coaching, right? Just because coaching doesn't work for a person doesn't mean that the coaching is bad, and vice versa. Just because, right, what we're looking to fit in our scheme and that guy,
the player's bad. Yeah,
doesn't mean the player is bad. So I mean, I don't think it's the end of his career, not by any means, but at the same time, you know, he's got some work to do.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't think it's the end of his career. I mean, he just got picked up by the Eagles, right? So, number one, I think that's probably the perfect place for him to go and rehabilitate himself, right? I mean, if you talk about going to the Eagles, they got the D-line for you to sit and learn and do all that. I mean, I wouldn't honestly, bro. I'm gonna be honest. And as bad as he was here, going there, I wouldn't be surprised. Like in a year two, he's like, you know, the Mo Hurst, or you know what I mean? What's the other guy that we let go to Denver? Sheldon Rankins, I believe. Not him, but something like that. You know what I mean? Some dude like that. But Shelby Harris. Harris. I could see some. I wouldn't be surprised in 2 years I saw something like that. But as of right now, what we're seeing right now, nah, bro. Like it wasn't good enough at all.
It wasn't. We know it. We know.
Yeah, everybody knew it at that point. But you know, looking at there, you know, you wish him the best. We got a young dude that's that, you know, bigger in size, bigger than what we're looking at for the run. So at least if we're gonna develop a dude, I'd like to develop a dude with that type of size that at least showed some traits, some upside, right? Especially in the preseason too. He showed a little thing. He wasn't getting completely dominated in the preseason. I say that.
For sure. Yeah, he wasn't complete domination, but it was it was bad enough for us to be okay with letting him go.
No, for sure. So another move, right, that I was talking about that, you know, I completely said I had my disdain for, right? You know, they let go of Woo Governor, they let go of, you know, Sam Webb, and we're sitting here like, why did they do that? Now, Woo hasn't been brought back. I'll tell you that right now. He's the only one that ain't been brought back.
And that's
but Sam Webb.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know how. I mean, what do you think about Wu not coming back?
I mean, he had the work ethic, he had the mindset, and I thought his play was okay. I didn't think it was terrible.
Me too.
But for all that we know, I mean, looking good or not bad to us could have been terrible and horrible to them as far as the situations he was put in, how he reacted, in the way that they were expecting things to go based on, schemes and so forth. That's stuff that we don't know. So it's hard to gauge that. But a lot of people liked him. A lot of people felt he did enough, considering the other rookies like your Devonshires, your Richardsons. So, I mean, it is a little shocking he didn't at least hit the practice team.
What makes me mad, though, is that we said it from the first day, right? Like, I thought that he played better than MJ Devonshire. I've been saying that. I think he's been playing, but the fact you release him, and then the day after you release Devonshire. Right? So it's like you could have just kept your boy. At the end of the day, I would now. Maybe now it's like, oh, we don't know about the roster spots. You know what I mean? What roster spots do we want to have more of? So they kept 7 linebackers. So it's like, okay. But damn, it's like we looking, it's like you take 1 step forward in the cornerback room is 2 steps back. I mean, one, you release Devonshire, and then today, which I'm not mad at, but at the end of the day, you release Brandon Facyson. Thank you. Finally, right? Like that finally happens. The man was stealing money, and it's funny that he gets released off an injury settlement.
Right.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So thank God that's over with. But now we're missing a spot. We're missing a spot because you signed the Darnay Holmes from the Giants. But other than that, now Fayson's gone. We need one more.
Yeah, we do. We picked up the kid from the Giants, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we picked up the kid from the Chargers.
Yeah. We got the one from the Chargers. So
we do have 2.
If you want to say the Giants dude is the Facyson replacement, and maybe the Chargers guy is the Devonshire replacement, that's how you want to work it.
Right. I think that's exactly what it is, pretty much.
Yeah.
It makes sense too, though. I mean, you're getting young still, right? Correct. Except for the leadership that you need coming from the Giants guy. You got to remember, he knows that defense. He knows Patrick Graham.
Right.
That's the key to him. It may not even necessarily be his play. He's only gonna, spell people here and there. But it's that leadership because we are very young. We're very young. So and it hasn't been that way in a while. So I'm happy to see everybody starting to pass the rundown test.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. When you look around the league, bro, most of the good teams, they're not top heavy. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, at the end of the day, they got a good mix and sprinkle of both. You got your veterans at the top, young dudes that are gonna still perform and give you some production. And then you always got to have that third tier, which is the guys that's going to develop. You always got to have that in every team. You know what I mean? There's always 3 tiers of guys on the team. But I'm 100% with you. Now, the thing about Darnay Holmes, I did my research, right? He got a lot of flags, bro. A lot. Like, I'm talking about holdings, PIs, all that, all like, bro, shit that'll make you. And I'm talking about it's like 3rd and 14, 3rd and 8 that'll make you rip your hair out type of shit. Right. Now, the thing that I can say is that he's more of a zone corner. Here, we're going to play some zone, right? Which is another reason why he's here. And last year, he was with Wink Martindale. If you know anything about Wink Martindale, Wink ain't playing no damn zone.
It's a lot of man.
Wink ain't playing no damn zone. So, zone corner, man scheme, yeah, it's going to get ugly, 100%. This will be more of player zone, you know what I mean? Trust your eyes, trust your instincts. Not too much going on the man part. We'll play some man, but I think we'll be more of a zone team going in there.
I agree.
So, I mean, but still, even with his signing, even with the signing of him, right? I know people hate to say it when we say it, but I'm still nervous about that cornerback spot, bro. I'm still nervous.
You and me both, bro. I don't know. Our problem is if if he don't
Bro.
show up, man, it's definitely going to be the Achilles heel of our team, because
100%.
they are going to know that is where they need to pick at for whatever purpose and reason. And
I've been saying that.
Yeah.
This is the crazy thing, Turf. We say that, and then people will look and be like, "Nah, y'all tripping. The D line is gonna be good. The whatever is gonna be good, bro. Right. Understand, bro. It's a 17-game season. This is the NFL. If I know, and we're not saying this is gonna happen, because at the end of the day, we allow, Leo, you know what I mean, Chris, and all those guys, they take their victory lap, and rightfully so, because he's played well during the preseason, right? He's played well.
He did.
But this secondary, to me, is hanging off two things, and you let me know if you agree. One, if JB can play up to snuff for all 17 games, that's one. If he can do that, we'll be straight. And two, the health and condition of Hobbs. That's what I think is the last and final thing about this secondary. If them two things don't work out in our favor, it's gonna be a long season.
We're in trouble.
It's gonna be a long season, bro.
It's gonna be a lot of shootouts. A lot of shootouts that we gotta hope that Minshew is ready to gunsling with, and that's a problem in itself, because is that who we want gunslinging?
Like we said, right? Do we want Minshew throwing the ball 30+ times a game? Is that what you want?
I don't think that's a key for success.
No, not to me. Not to me.
I think 20 to 25, throws for him is spot on. If
adequate,
he's doing,
bro. 25 is adequate.
If he's doing more than that, I expect a minimum of 30 total, and maybe even more, 35 from the run game. Not specifically one player, but from the run game.
Total, hell yeah.
Plays, end arounds, all that stuff. So, I mean, I think that's going to be one of those measuring sticks. If we're throwing more than 30, that's probably going to, alert that we're probably
now. Can we win a game like that? I would say I'm more confident in us winning a game running the ball more than I say passing the ball. I think we can go ahead and maybe we might be able to get something. You know what I mean? Maybe we might be able to sneak a game or two winning like that. But I don't think that's going to be the main way we win.
Nope.
So, like you said, bro, JB has to. I mean, he has to play well, bro. Like the secondary is damn near leaning on the fact if he has to play well. Damn near.
Everything.
Because if he don't, man, oh man, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. But going into that, I mean, I still think we might be able to sign one more if you want to. You know what I mean? But it's not a pressing need, in my opinion, to sign one more if you want to. But I think if you wanted to feel comfortable, go ahead, do that though.
Right. Nope.
So,
absolutely.
In other news, I know some people have been worried about the Raiders' first round pick this year, because he hasn't been on the field. But we just got confirmation from AP today that Brock Bowers is full go week 1. Or he's very, very confident that he'll be full go week 1. I think I never thought it was an issue to begin with. I think they're just like, bro, keep him out until week 1. Like, I think they're like, this dude's that good. Don't fuck up whatever he's got going on, bro. This dude's that good. But where do you think? What are you thinking about Brock Bowers week 1?
I think he'll be right on task and on course for what they expected to, get him out there for. Nobody expected him to come in and catch 10 to 15 catches again, right?
Right.
That's not, that's not the expectations for him. So I think he's status quo, par for the course, business as usual. And you'll see him in all over the field. And I think you will see him catch at least 5 to 7 balls this first game.
Oh, yeah. I think, and just the quality of catches too. I mean, slants. You talk about drags. You talk maybe some damn, you know what I mean, end arounds as well. Things that
he's gonna be able to do it all. He's gonna be able to do it.
I think he's gonna be a real important and intricate piece of this offense. More than people are going to realize in the first half of the season. I think the first 4 weeks, I don't think people are really gonna understand how much we're gonna use him. Until I think after them first 4 or 5 weeks, I think teams are going to start being like, oh, shit, we're going to have to start doing something with him. Because he's a problem. So I think that's really where it's going. Honestly, man, I'm excited for this offense if they can have some rhythm about them. I'm not even gonna lie, man. If this offense has some rhythm, it could be scary, man, because this is pick your poison. Where do you want to go? You know what I mean?
Right.
Pick your poison.
No, I agree. You can't stop everybody. That's just the reality. We have to stop ourselves in order for you to really have a shot.
That's what it is, right? We can't stop ourselves. As long as we're running the ball and we're doing what we're supposed to do in the run game, I think everything's gonna flow with that play action, man. Because with that play action, we got so many damn players that can hurt you with the play action. It can be real ugly. Now I know people are excited about the McAllister, but you know, hearing more and more that he's brought in more for the special teams role than he is for the offensive role, which I'm fine with because Trey Tucker should be getting the majority of them snaps on the offensive side.
Correct. So I agree. Don't get me wrong though. I think this kid has the ability to work himself into a major position. That's what I saw. You know what I mean? Obviously, I love Trey Tucker. I love DJ Turner. But this kid is electric, man. I mean, you can't deny what you've just seen. You can't unsee that. And to not have him touch the ball at least 2 to 3 times a game outside of the kickoff, I think it's a disservice. So
if we can do some things where it's like maybe he goes at running back, maybe he goes at the you know what I mean, the halfback role and can maybe take some creative things out of the backfield or things of that nature, man. I think we'd be able to do a lot of things with him for sure. I'm not gonna say that.
It's funny you say that though. I'm just thinking in terms of how many other running backs. Maybe that's actually why we only kept 4 this time instead of potentially 6, right? With the fullback, because you got McAllister and you got Bowers. You've seen him in the backfield. You've seen him, take some handoffs. So you do actually have 2 guys that have the ability to run the rock from the backfield position, even though we're backs. Yeah,
that's a great point. I mean, McAllister was a running back in the CFL. So at the end of the day, bro, that's a huge, huge point you just made right there. And I agree 100%. I think that's why you got so many versatile players. You know what I mean? You don't no need to really rush anything like that.
Yep. Not at all. But I think his touches.
Oh, yeah. Breaking news, and this isn't Raider news, but this is a wild ass number. Brandon Ayuk agreed to his contract extension. 4 years, 120 million, 76 mil guaranteed.
Whoa.
Shit is crazy.
How can they pay him that? Who's leaving?
Dog, Turf. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Every time somebody gets to telling me about cap space, I can't believe it no more. Look at what the Browns just did with Deshaun Watson. Did you see what they did? They converted his salary, and now all of a sudden they got 62 million in cap space.
No way.
They have the number one. They're the number 1 team in cap space now after restructuring his contract.
What did he do? What did he take? He obviously had to take some.
Oh yeah, I think they backloaded some of the shit so they can get some more bread or whatever the case. I got to look at
he knows he needs people to compete.
Exactly, they need some more pieces. But at the end of the day, bro, they were just one of the most strapped teams in the NFL, bro. Like you look at the 49ers, how are they going to pay all these people? Get this, right? Trent Williams is holding out for a contract. How the hell are they going to do that?
So he's holding out right now as we speak?
Trent Williams? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because Ayuk was too, and they chose Ayuk over Trent Williams.
They must have chose Ayuk. But I will say Trent Williams, I'm not going to say he's declining rapidly, but he is getting older, though. I mean,
he's not going to pass the rundown test in what?
He's not the same. Yeah, he's not the same, bro. Not the same as he was. But that is wild, bro. That's wild to see. So looking at that, right? You only bring that up. We ain't got no receivers that's coming up. But it's a lot of money flowing, bro. You talk about cap space and all this other shit. Cap space is null and void to me, bro. I mean, I feel like Telesco was over there manipulating the cap space with the Chargers for years at that point, bro. At the end of the day, bro, be honest, right? And I keep telling people this with Telesco, and you can disagree or agree. But honestly, he did his job with the Chargers, bro. He did his job. Honestly, if he was not tasked with finding a head coach, there's not shit I can say about what he did, because at the end of the day, bro, what he did was supposed to pay off with some playoff wins.
And they had a squad that produced and showed it, particularly on the offensive side, as well as the defensive line, ends, etc.
The moves you make are like, all right, bro, we're trying to win some playoff games. You trade for Khalil. You get a quarterback. You draft the way you draft. You feel what I'm saying? The team was cool. Now, they didn't really – the thing that is scaring me right now, and the thing that kind of scared me with the Chargers, and I'm seeing a pattern, the depth. The depth is a thing. They didn't have no depth either, though, when he was over there. Remember, they was top heavy like a motherfucker over there. It was Khalil, all them dudes. They ain't got no depth here either. So now it's like, dog, is that your Achilles heel? Do you not know how to get depth, or like what's the deal?
It's a good question. It's a good point. We gotta watch. It's year one. We got, he's gotta be allowed the time to produce a pattern, if you will.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. If his pattern is what you're saying, and we've seen it already at the Chargers, now we know what the deal is.
Well, hopefully AP and Marvin and all them.
They won't allow it. That's what I'm saying. See, because of the way that they work now when it comes to this front office, I don't think it would be allowed. See, and that's the beautiful thing about the checks and balances that have been put in place, as opposed to people having way too much power and ability to just make a choice. And then when it's wrong and nobody had input, it's that much easier to fall out with that choice. So
100%.
This way, everybody's on the hook for, you know what I'm saying, if they go about it a certain way. There is no, it's Telesco's fault we top heavy. It's going to be the whole front office's fault that we top heavy.
Yep.
And honestly, I think they're listening to you, bro. In my eyes, it's like they understand the rundown test. Like, they know, they've heard it, they comprehend, they get that.
We got to get younger in certain spots. We got to start having development. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing.
They use that a lot, bro. The development piece, they've used that a lot. They've been talking
really think about it, Turf. I mean, you an older fan, but when has the Raiders really put a goddamn emphasis on development over the past recent years? You feel what I'm saying? Even you talk about dudes you draft, you getting rid of them in 2-3 years. There's no development, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, now, finally, you feel what I'm saying? We got some guys where you're like, all right, bro, let's invest in the future. Now I'm waiting for us to do that shit in the most pivotal position. But at the end of the day, we could still wait for quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? Get the roster is shaping.
Right. And that's the key, because if you do hit on a rookie like a Williams or something, and your team is already set, and it's set literally top to bottom, now you have the ability to say, let's get some money.
It's over, because now you got to think about, this is why I keep saying this, and why I know it's easier said than done, but why, getting off a little tangent, why I think it's the perfect thing. You talk about, you get a quarterback that's a rookie, you got 3 to 4 year window before you got to pay that dude. Think about if your team is the way it is now, all we need is a couple more free agents. In that four-year span, in year 2, 3, your ass should be like, all right, bro, it's about that time. You feel what I'm saying? Now we should be going. We expect the playoffs at this point now. At this point, it shouldn't even take 4 years to pay that quarterback if he's that dude. Give him an extension in 3 years and let's get it cracking. You feel what I'm saying? And if he's not that dude, at least the roster is more complete. Get rid of that motherfucker and find another one. You feel what I'm saying? That's just literally where I'm at that point. But with this year, right? With this year, a lot of people are now asking that pretty much now I think reality has set in, right? When it's like, oh shit, like this is who we're rolling with. Like this is the squad. I don't know if you're getting that, Turf, but I look around the nation, I think reality is like, oh shit, this is the squad. There's not gonna be no last minute trade. Minute is, yeah. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's not happening. This is it. So are you still, where are you at with the season as it approaches next week? Shit, where are you at coming up to it?
Yeah, I would be lying if I didn't think that my summation of what wins we will have against our losses is definitely changed in my mind. And it's for a few reasons. But I don't think I'm far off. Let's just put it that way. I still think we make the playoffs. I think we make the playoffs. I think we might be 11-6. You know what I mean? And I think that's super respectable. 10-9 is, 10-7 is right, pushing it. Because that might not get you in there.
That's the minimum. That's the minimum.
So it might not get you in there. But I think we have the ability. It really is going to boil down to 2 positions. And it's so funny because they both have a B at the end, the cornerback and the quarterback. Those are the 2 positions that matter. And we are going to win or die by that. Honestly, I mean, I don't see it no other way. That's how we're going to win or die.
I agree with that. I mean, I think I've been consistent. I've always said like 9 wins, 10 wins.
You have.
So
I think 12 wins.
yeah. I think honestly, I'm still confident more than ever in the 9 wins, the 10 wins, because I feel like you can. I'm for sure saying 9, but I feel like 10 is possible because you can probably beat a team you ain't supposed to beat one of them weeks. Sneak into that 10 range. You feel what I'm saying? So 10 is definitely possible. 9 for sure. But, 9 games, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at 9 games, bro. I'm fine. I'm good. Anything over 8 is gravy to me. I ain't going to lie. In your first year as a head coach and all these moves and all that, and you get 9, 10 wins, oh, yeah. Sign me up. Let's continue. You feel what I'm saying? We in the right direction 100%. So 11 wins, shit. But see, yeah, Minshew got to be doing something. You feel what I'm saying? Minshew got to be doing something. But then it's like quality of wins too. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to get stuck in purgatory in a certain direction. That's where I'm at. Because 9 wins to me is purgatory. Where we've been that for the past couple of years, bro. We've been 9, 8 wins. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's really what it is. And what does that get us? Middle of the pack in the draft. Once again. You feel what I'm saying? Middle of the pack. So, at that point, but that's why I keep saying like a move got to be made. And once again, we're not saying 9 wins is bad. That's respectable. That's hella respectable. In the AFC and you're building, and a lot of people already said you're supposed to only win 6 games. 9 games is good. That's real good. But now it's just like how will it look? I think we're gonna be a defensive-led team, though, 100%.
Right. For sure. It's 100%. I mean, I already gave the inclination of the 7 linebackers, and honestly, that's just because I was listening to all the rest of the coaches, right, and the people that understood the new special teams situation. So I'm not gonna sit there and act like I literally just listened to a lot of guys saying that. So it makes sense to me, and you're gonna see a lot of rosters with 6, 7 linebackers because of this. But I think that's also why Amari Gaynor and oh boy made it as far as those linebackers, because they're probably the 2 most athletic linebackers we got. And Bernie and Gaynor? Those 2 dudes, they're freaks, and they're both fast. They're faster than all the other linebackers, except for Diablo, because obviously he's a converted safety, but still. I think they play better than him. Well, that's another conversation. Don't get me wrong. They're going to make more mistakes, right? Diablo is going to be more flushed out, more developed, but still, I don't know, man. I think Gaynor and Bernie's got a good shot of even potentially starting by the end of the season.
Yeah, good thing. So looking at Gaynor, right? I think, AP talked about Gaynor today. He said he was very excited about adding him to the team. He said he can do everything, right? So you already looking at a glimpse of how they looking. Said he could play outside, inside backer, which I definitely think he can. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he'd be able to transition from inside to middle or whatever the case real well. And
he's calling plays.
Green dot. You feel what I'm saying? Wearing the green dot. A dude who can do that is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all 32 teams have a dude that can go sideline to sideline and can play every linebacker position, bro. Like, so it just depends on how good he can get at it. That's really it.
Right. No, that's a good point.
I haven't done too much research. Where did he even come from?
Florida State.
He played on that Florida State defense, huh?
Yes.
With Braden Fisk and all them dudes. Okay.
Yeah.
It's starting to click. So, damn, that defense might have been real. It just depending on like how the other dudes look. If he come out here and start balling, and them other dudes go out there and start balling, I'm gonna be like, God damn, that Florida State defense might have been legit.
It might have been one of the best we've seen in a long time, and just didn't know. It
might have been real. I ain't even go, or just that team. You feel what I'm saying?
That team in general, right? Travis is running that team too, right?
Mm-hmm. He ain't taking a snap with the Jets, but he ain't gonna do that anyway.
Who did they have playing? Because it obviously wasn't Aaron Rodgers. I don't know who they had playing.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, who did they have?
Because now Florida State looks garbage. Didn't Florida State just lose to that damn FCS school the other day? That's what happened. Yeah. Speaking of that, you know what I'm watching in about like 20-something minutes coming up from here now. That Colorado game, come on, man. About 20 minutes, they played North Dakota State.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to let you. I've already alerted everybody. I don't think a lot of people still to this day understand and know both North Dakota and South Dakota schools.
It's a game.
They are both monsters. They could go to any division and be a top team in any division.
If somebody not expecting this to be a game, this is going to be a game. I'm like, because Colorado hasn't proved anything to me to make me, you're going to, like, if this was Alabama, I'd be like, push y'all. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to whoop that ass. I mean, I know North Dakota State is good, but at the end of the day, it's Alabama. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to do what they do.
No, I agree. But the thing about these teams that people don't realize, they actually are bigger than most D1 schools in the trenches.
North Dakota State is the place where they produce all them O linemen, right?
All of them, and they all are ginormous. South Dakota is dope too, but North Dakota, who Colorado is playing,
and then that's where that's Carson Wentz, that's Trey Lance, correct?
Exactly.
I mean, they got NFL talent
out of there. There's some linemen that's out of there.
Oh
They got
NFL talent, bro. I mean, and if you watch Colorado last year, they number one thing they struggled with was with big teams that ran the ball. So we gonna see. You know, number one,
heavy dose of that.
I want to see if that O-line is improved, and you know what time it is. Today marks the first official day. I saw some of my dogs on Twitter using it, and we're going to continue it for the whole fall. The first official day of the hashtag Call Dion campaign. Everybody, this is the first day, baby. Make me a believer. You know, or you already know who my QB1 is, dog. I seen them using it on Twitter. I need them to show me tonight. You feel what I'm saying? This is the test. Good test.
And you know that they've been to the place. They've been to the house. They enjoy it. I'll take the package deal. We'll give them Shiloh and Shador. Give them what they want.
What I'm saying? Look, but today, this is where I can start cementing and being like, there it is. That's it right there. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Carson Beck, I know Chris keeps talking about him.
He's talking about him heavy.
I'm not impressed, bro. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not saying he's not a first-round quarterback, but I'm just saying I don't think he's QB1 like everybody's saying. You feel what I'm saying? As far as arms go, your boy from Texas got a more live arm, in my opinion. What's his name? Ewers? That motherfucker, he got a cannon on him. So I'm not saying he's a better quarterback, but at the end of the day, I got to see more from Beck. You feel what I'm saying? He's at Georgia. He had your boy Bowers, and we all know what Bowers looked like. So at the end of the day, he had a bunch of dudes that I got to see this year. Okay, if he maintains and he actually gets it going, I can see that one too.
Yep. No, absolutely. You spot on with that.
So going in, bro, I'm excited for that. Now let's get into, because I know you gotta dip out in a little bit before 8 o'clock.
I got that Minnesota North Carolina game. They postponed it. That was the sign to me that the show absolutely must go on. Hence why we had to do this. Unfortunately, it's recorded, but fortunately, we still don't miss. So that's what's most important. Yep.
Don't miss, man. So we got about a good 5-10 minutes left here on the show. If you're watching it here on the recording, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on both channels. Like I said, your boy Rundown is close to that 2K, man. We close to that. I'm trying to hit that before next week, bro. We damn near there. Damn
near
there.
Close.
So
let's get
trying to hit that. I know you trying to hit your goal. Soon as I hit my goal for the subscribers, we already talked about it, man. We're gonna start creating that Turf and Rundown channel.
It's ready. Right? It's ready. Look, I'm gonna even let the cat out of the bag a tad bit, right? Because everybody knows the Raiders Syndicate will be together for the first time ever at the LA game. And you best believe that we are absolutely going to get some footage that will coincide with the show, the way we present, the whole nine, man. It's about time. Man, I'm excited to get with my dog, my young buck rundown. Man, I'm hoping we get the concert thing popping. I need to be your hype man, bro. I think I'm the perfect hype man.
Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. I got all the songs ready. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna perform the EP. That's all I gotta do. But you already know, man. Yes, next week is gonna be live, dog. I can't wait. The fam is popping out. Papa Rundown gonna be with me. You feel what I'm saying? The rest of the fam, sister, moms. Hopefully, I can get Lady Rundown and convince her to go ahead. Come on, but other than that, bro, you know what I mean. I can't wait for next week. We close to the subscriber count. Also, shameless plug. I am going to be starting a raffle. Got a ticket for next week's game. You feel what I'm saying? Ticket for next week's game. If you want to come chill out with the Raiders Syndicate. You want to go ahead and hang with your boy, man? I got the ticket for you. Gonna be making a raffle, so I'll be posting that to the social links or whatever the case. You know what I mean? And at the same time, we're gonna be promoting it on Sunday for this Syndicate Sunday as well. And next week we'll go ahead and end the raffle next week. See how many people we can get. I'm thinking just a $10 entry. You feel what I'm saying? $10 entry. See what we can get. And by next week, bro, gonna be something crazy. So. I'm excited for that, honestly. Want to see who wins that.
Absolutely.
Want to see who wins that. Hopefully one of the peoples in Cali win that, man, so it ain't too crazy for them.
Exactly. Not only that, but one of the people that really actually enjoy and watch the show, man. It always feels good when the people that support us the most, win things. So
yeah. So doing it. I think I'm gonna do the end of the raffle is gonna be the next Turf and Rundown show. So the next Turf and Rundown show, we're going to go ahead and that's going to be the end of the raffle. So until then, everybody got a chance to enter and do all that, man. So last but not least, man, we talking about last week or next week before we get on out of here, man. What are you looking to see for next week, bro? Because by the time we come on the air this next week, bro, it's damn near game time at that point.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing we also got to discuss is what we gonna do with our time, right? Because every Thursday night football start. So, do we want to be the pre-show or do we want to pick a new day, right? That's something that obviously, people that watch, we want to make sure
get the feedback, man. Y'all let us know, man. I know Thursday night football gonna be on. Y'all want to show before football come on? Or show after football. Now, if it's not the Raiders, I know some of y'all don't even care. So
exactly.
Just let us know in the comments, man, and we'll go ahead and read the comments and plan accordingly.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll definitely be moving that, right? Same thing goes for the Raiders Syndicate, right? Sunday. So we'll be moving that. I think Saturday might be a great day for the Syndicate, man. I don't know. Guys, we haven't really laid down anything in that scenario. So please give us some feedback. Let us know what the Raiders Syndicate day should be. Let us fill us in on what y'all think.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I just want to see what the chat says. And then because I know Saturday nobody does really anything on Saturday. Right. I was planning to do something for the games, like a pregame, halftime, postgame type of thing. Okay. You know what I mean? So maybe that can be there for the Sunday a little bit too. But as far as all four of us getting together, I think that might be straight right there because everybody does different things on Sunday. So
correct.
Me, I'm expecting a win next week. I'm expecting us to leave that game happy, leave that game cool, and have a great time, bro. I can't wait to meet all the people that I know is gonna be at the game that watches the Turf and Rundown show, watches the Rundown show, the Turf show, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to meet all the people that be supporting us, dog. I think that's gonna be fun.
It is. It's gonna be fire. It's definitely. an event to remember for a lifetime.
Oh, 100%. So you already know what the time is, man. It is about that time for us to get on out of here. Turf got to go watch that game, and I got to go see that Colorado game. But until then, everybody make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on both channels. We appreciate your support. Much love to everybody, man. And remember, the raffle is going to be posted on my social medias, right? So at Raider Rundown, at Raider Rundown 2, if you want to go ahead and see where you can enter the raffle at. But until then, man, we're going to see y'all next week, man. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all for the Syndicate.
Peace.
That's what you got to do.